What is up, guys? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for the love, the comments. Please continue to comment and let me know what you think. You guys love when I talk about Khamzat. You guys love to talk about Khamzat, as I do. And I was thinking it would be cool to put together a video of what makes Khamzat so fascinating. The whole psychology behind it is interesting. He is a character that's fun to watch fight. He's fun on the mic. He says crazy things, but his mentality is what's so interesting about him. His just mentality and ability to just mow through whatever competitor he faces. The way he beats people and dominates people in the octagon terrifies his opponents. Now, he's only had 4 fights in the UFC. Let's see. Phillips, Reese McKee, Mearshart, and Li Jian Lang. I can never say his last name. Right? He's only had 4 fights in the UFC, yet everybody around him does not want to fight him. You know? Did you see how scared Mearshart was? Like, you could see how worried he was. It was written all over his face in the pre-fight press conference. When he was in the cage, he almost looked like a deer in headlights when Khamzat just rushed in there, timed it right, and put him out with one punch. Imagine you're a fighter, right, in the welterweight division, and your ranking is right around Khamzat's, and you're seeing what he's doing to these other of your peers, these other fighters that are your peers. So you know that if you're somewhere around him, you may get a call saying, hey, we want you to fight Khamzat. There's a lot of buzz going around his name, so buzz equals money in the fight game. So these guys don't want to say no, but they're seeing what he's doing to his opponents. He's running through them like they've never fought a day in their life. And that has to have a psychological impact on the fighters who are watching and observing Khamzat. The psychological wear and tear getting booked with a fight with this guy, this undefeated, just jackhammer of a warrior, just flattening everybody who he confronts in the octagon. The idea that it's your turn to fight him. Let's see what you can do against him. You know, a lot of these guys, they're not even good in front of the cameras with that kind of pressure. But seeing a savage, a legend in the making in Khamzat could serve to give you some mental torment before a fight. Lee seemed to be pretty mentally in the right place. I liked his energy. I liked where he was mentally. I think he really believed he had a chance in defeating Khamzat. Until Khamzat got his hands wrapped around him, picked him up and slammed him on his face in front of Dana White, completely disregarding the fight, having a conversation with Dana White while just completely beating Lee's face into the canvas like it was clay in front of Dana and saying, Dana, get off your phone and pay attention. You don't miss my fights, bro, you know? All the other fighters that's names are being thrown around with Khamzat's are seeing this and they're like, holy shit, I'm next, you know? I know Gilbert Burns is an elite fighter, but his name was circulating, right? I do believe they're booked now for January of 2022. So from now to then, Gilbert Burns has to think about the fights he's seen Khamzat have and the dominance that he possesses and the strength that he possesses. And he's got to be the guy to go out there and not get dominated like he's a child. You know, he's got to be the guy that gives Khamzat some opposition. And I'm sure he's confident in himself and in his abilities, but in the back of his mind, it hasn't been done yet. So,
do I have what it takes? Do I have what it takes to defend myself against that savage monster?
That's what's going on through his mind. The Art of War teaches the philosophy of beating somebody mentally before you're even on the battlefield. I don't know if Khamzat is even aware of what he's mentally doing to all of his opponents around him. I think he's just a natural savage. I think he was just born for this. He was born with a special gift. Like Dana White said, this kid's special. I've never seen anything like him. For Dana White to say that, he's like the king of the fight game. Realize, he's never said that about anybody before. So the fact that he said that about Khamzat, it tells us how talented this guy is and how special he is. So I, for myself, will be always putting my money on Khamzat because I like to win money. And I think this dude is on his way to legendary status. Not just champion, legend. If you like the content, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think. And for God's sake,
ring the bell.
Talk to you guys next time.